Hello and welcome to Saturday. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. I wanted to talk about Dragon Ball Super. I know the last few days have been me mentioning it and talking about how much of a fun show it is, but I literally just finished the um, series, and I wanted to give my thoughts on it as a longtime Dragon Ball fan, somebody who hasn't really been, who hasn't really kept up with things post, oh god, probably in the last 10 or so years, I haven't really kept up with any Dragon Ball related things. Um, last time I remember playing like a Dragon Ball video game was probably like one of the early PS3 games. I've been meaning to play the Kakarot game that came out a year or two ago. I'm not so sure how long it's been since that came out, but I've been wanting to play that for a little bit. Um, I should get to it. It's in the other room, but my brother's been a fan of the what is it? It's uh, it's not Fighter Z. It's the one where you can like make your own character and play online with other people. I'm gonna look it up very quickly, but yeah, I haven't really consumed any Dragon Ball quote unquote media in a little bit. The GBA games, the Legacy of Goku 2, I never played Legacy of Goku 1. I think I have it, but Legacy of Goku 2 and Boost Fury were like some of my favorite games as a kid. It's such a good game. Xenoverse, that's the game I was talking about. Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, my brother's been playing those. But I think Burst Limit was the one on what do you call it? On PS3 that I played. And looking at all this, it's like I've played through the GBA games. I've seen people play through. I think it might have been Raging Blast or something like that. I've seen people play through Fusions. I've seen people play through Sagas. That was a fun. In case you don't know, Sagas is a very, very not so good game. But yeah, it's been very uh, interesting, like watching this show. So, title card is gonna be here. Uh, what is it? It's gonna be my review of Dragon Ball Super, and I guess that's probably gonna be the title. It's seasons 1 through 5. So I just have the Wikipedia article here just open up to quickly remind me of what happened in each season, because it's a bit, after watching all 131 episodes pretty much in like a few day window, it's hard to remember exactly what happened. But to preface this, I watched the dubbed version with the uh, English subs for the Japanese release. It was just, I understand the subs versus dubs debate, but if I have the English version audio with voices that I grew up with watching on Cartoon Network and Toonami and Adult Swim years ago, I'm gonna stick with that. And the subs are true to their Japanese audio, so you get the best of both worlds. Like, you're not missing anything, and everything is pretty much maintained. I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure the scenes were not changed because it's the version I have is the dual audio version, so it has both English and Japanese audio. If I wanted to do that, but it also has the subs for all of them as well. So, starting now, we're gonna go into spoiler territory. Hopefully, this won't be too long. If it is, well, but yeah, from here to the end of the video is all spoilers. So, have fun with that. So the show starts out 4 years after the end of Z, before the time skip with Oob. It's 4 years after the defeat Kid Buu and those events. And I believe that happened over the course of a few days, which is wild to think about because they stretched out like 33 episodes in for 48 minutes, which is hilarious to me. So 4 years after that takes place, the quote-unquote God of Destruction wakes up from his 39-year nap, goes on a killing spree, and then shows up on Earth because he has a dream or premonition that there is a supposed Super Saiyan God waiting for him, who's supposed to be his rival. So he shows up on Earth looking for this Super Saiyan God, finds Goku and friends, and Beerus, the God of Destruction, threatens to explode the planet. It's a good opener. It's really sets the precedent of the older shows, like in what is it, in Dragon Ball and in Z, where you meet an enemy like King Piccolo or Vegeta, somebody who you don't agree with in the show. Hell, even Majin Buu. They're all enemies to begin with. They show up, and after a lot of fighting and quite a few shenanigans, they end up befriending the quote-unquote God of Destruction, the most powerful being, well, one of the most powerful beings in the universe and multiverse. We'll get to the multiverse stuff in a little bit. But yeah, there's a whole it's a whole like return to form where you just have this super powerful guy befriends the Z fighters and off on shenanigans they go. So after that, Goku and Vegeta begin training with Beerus, the God of Destruction, because Beerus' partner is the trained Beerus, so they want to learn how to get more powerful. And from there, it's just, kind of return to form, like I said, back to when they were training for at Roshi's school back in Dragon Ball, when they were training for the Cell games, when they were training for the Saiyan, like fighting the Saiyans, when Vegeta and Nappa are arriving. Like all of that, it's just and then Frieza comes back from the dead because his army just what remains of his army found the Dragon Balls and wished him back. There's a fight. Our heroes win, but it sets the precedent that Frieza is much stronger and still a threat despite being dead. And it's just bringing back old characters. It's a whole lot of fan service, and that's what I really like about the show. It's so much fan service, and it's pretty much everything that like a longtime fan, whether you started watching from Dragon Ball Z, even if you just GT was your first, it was like a return to form. And it's like, here are all these characters, I believe this was in season 3 or 4. I believe this might have been 4. There was a lot of filler, and again, it was a lot of fan service. I'll get to that once we hit season 4, but season 3 was fighting Frieza. Season 2 was fighting Frieza. Season 3, we were introduced to Lord Beerus' twin brother, Champa, who has his own universe. This is where we learn about the multiverse, where there's 12 universes, and there used to be 18 until the ruler of the universes just decided to blow up the other 6. So we learn that Super Dragon Balls exist, which are planet-sized Dragon Balls that can grant any wish, not limited to they don't have limitations such as the normal Dragon Balls. Even though those are pretty powerful, they're not. You can wish for anything, which becomes important in the final season. the battery's getting low on this camera. I should put it to charge, but we'll power through, and if it cuts off, I'll continue on my phone, I guess. I don't know. I gotta frame everything. Okay. So I'm gonna speed this up. Yeah, so they hold a small tournament with 5 of the best fighters from um, Universe 7, which is the universe the Goku and friends are from, and Beerus' universe versus Universe 6, where Champa's universe is, and they're mirrored, so they're basically the same, just whatever differences happened. So, if there's a planet Earth there, there's a planet Earth there. If there's a Saiyan planet, all the Saiyans are alive in one, versus all the Saiyans being alive in the dead in the other. It's just variances like that. They're pretty much the same universe. So, it's really interesting to see, like, oh, there's more Saiyans, there's more everything. Like, there's another Frieza. We learn eventually that there's more Namekians and things like that. It's super cool seeing all of that. Again, it's so much fan service. It's really, really great. Um, and it's like a lot of fighting. Like, I understand there's like that we'll get to in season 4. There's a lot of filler that's comedy aspect, but a lot of people enjoy the fighting, and it's like a lot of fighting scenes, a lot of drama, and it's not drawn out. Like, sure, in the final season it kind of feels like it, but it's not. Um, so we end up meeting the uh, leader of the multiverse, like the guys in charge of all 12 universes. Turns out it's a super powerful being that's like basically a kid, and it's hilarious. I love that trope where it's just like you have this super powerful guy, but it's like has the kind of mind of a child. Season 4, we're introduced to Goku Black, and we meet future Trunks again. We go into the future. We fight. Uh, we see them fight immortal beings, and again, it's a lot of fan service. We see the return of future Trunks, a fan favorite character. Like the introduction of Trunks, like just destroying Frieza immediately. That was in a Z. That was such a good. Some of my friend's favorite part. And the rest in tournament in season 4, like we see things like the return of Great Saiyaman, the return of Virale, like a lot of filler that's just so much fun for longtime fans. And again, it's a lot. It's just such a fun show. Season 5, we are met with what is it? It's the quote unquote tournament of power where uh, Goku shows up to Grand Zeno and is like, "Hey, remember that tournament? Let's have it." So they quickly form a tournament. It's a battle royale consisting of 8 of the 12 universes. The other 4 were exempt because they were strong enough. So you have the 8 universes duking out together. It's 33 episodes long. It feels kind of drawn out, but you learn, like, it's nice to see that there's other characters and whatnot, but it just ends there. Like, I want to see more of those universes. Like, I want to see more adventures, and it's sure we'll probably see that in the future, but it's who knows. Um, yeah, it's a lot of eye candy, a lot of drama. It's a lot of fun to watch, and especially because big spoilers. They got their 10. Boo again misses out on this tournament because he was asleep. He missed out on the first tournament because he also fell asleep. So the one in season 3. So he fell asleep here. They go recruit Frieza, which is such a twist, and then they go back and fight in that tournament, and it's really cool. Like, everybody makes out Universe 7, Goku's universe, to be the enemy because Goku wants to fight everybody. And it's just really, really uh, interesting to see characters we grew up with becoming the quote unquote enemy. Uh, that's the very, very basic plot summary of the show, and it's just me gushing about how much fan service there is, um, how much it is for like longtime fans, and I'm sure younger viewers would enjoy this too. It's just okay. I think I'm in frame. Hopefully, I am. You know what? Let me check this clip to make sure. Okay, so camera died. Hopefully, all of that footage saved. If not, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm gonna just quickly go over my final thoughts on the show. Um, Dragon Ball Super is such a fun time for longtime fans, and I guess new fans as well. Being a longtime fan of the series, somebody who knows pretty much everything about it, mostly everything. Somebody who's watched all the shows, played quite a few of the games, knows quite a bit of the expanded lore and stuff that's not really canon. It's super, super cool for just to see everything, see a more modern spin on the show, because this is a very old show, like based on mangas from I think the 80s and 90s, and the show probably finished airing in late 90s. I forget how long it's been, but yeah, seeing the show from such a long time ago, making a new, like, it caters to new fans and old in such a beautiful way, and it's a really, really fun time. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you should really do yourself a favor and start watching Super, because it's really great. That's where I'm gonna have to call it for today, because camera's dead and I don't want this to fail on me. Hopefully everything's okay, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.